Lego Racers, a game I easily spent hours playing as a kid on my Nintendo 64 and have very fond memories of each time I see it on my game shelf. I was that kid where only certain games would actually pique my interest in wanting to complete all the way through, and Lego Racers was absolutely one of them. I grew up wanting everything to do with Lego, and I was a Lego fanatic. If I wasn't watching cartoons and eating cereal, I was building Legos, and if I wasn't building Legos, I was playing Lego Racers. At school, I remember completely ignoring my teacher and just thinking about what ridiculous car I was going to try and build and race through the circuits, and this kind of backfired on me because I was also that kid that didn't understand simple division till like 7th grade, but nonetheless, I still wholeheartedly love this game. Lego Racers was an alternative to the obviously legendary racing game series Mario Kart, but this wasn't for a Nintendo fanatic and Nintendo fanatic only. This was for the kids who loved Legos and wanted the closest thing to what they imagined building cars with minifigures, racing them around the kitchen floor with their friends in video game form, and Lego Racers was exactly this. It was so exciting as a kid to pick up a controller, load the game, build a car, and just jump into the circuit races and take off, just whipping corners and blasting through time portals and shooting cannonballs and lightning and all the wacky power-ups needed to make a racing game fun and unique. I always loved the soundtrack to this game too. It always set the mood to the stage you were on, and the test drive area was always my favorite. I would literally build a car, go to the test track, and just sit there and listen to the background music on repeat. My older brother would walk in the room and just see me sitting there with nothing happening on the game, just listening to the music, and he would respond with something like, what are you doing? And I would just tell him, look, I'm listening to a work of art right here and telling you to mind your damn business. Now quit interrupting my song, I'm trying to listen. But aside from the test track being a banger, the soundtrack as a whole in this game was memorable for many different reasons depending on who you ask. Even the sound effects were great too. The start of a race would always have me like, oh shit, it's about to go down. But the greatness of this game doesn't start and stop at the soundtrack. It goes way beyond that, and for better or for worse, this game is mostly appreciated by the Lego community in a beauty is in the eye of the beholder stance. I truly feel as if you weren't a Lego maniac, you weren't gonna enjoy this game for its full effect. I mean, you were still gonna have fun, but it was just gonna be a little bit harder to have that full-fledged fun that this game offered. Now, anyone could have jumped in on this game. It definitely helped that this game was multi-platform, being it was released on the Nintendo 64, the Sony PlayStation, the Game Boy Color, and for PC CD-ROM. And being that I have a copy for each system, if you're gonna get a copy, get the PC copy or Nintendo 64 copy, because holy sweet Jesus, the loading times on the PS1 are stupid long. Take it from me, definitely get the PC version or Nintendo 64 version. So in 1999, when this game was released, it was developed by High Voltage Software and published by Lego Media, and this game had us kids in a chokehold even from the intro on the Nintendo 64. Even the High Voltage Software intro was just jaw-dropping to me. I would be watching it as a kid and be like, good God, this is the future. We made it, fellas. We made it to the future. This is proof right here. And then the absolutely badass intro would play, and this went for all versions. If you had the Nintendo 64 version or the PC version, you were introduced to the infamous Rocket Racer. I guess he was like the main character, antagonist, protagonist of this game. Bottom line is, you had to go through all the races to beat him, and then you got his car at the very end of the game. That was like your mega trophy, was unlocking his like build set to build his car and his character to play with, and it was just absolutely awesome. You knew right off the gate what you were getting into. Talking about the gameplay of Lego Racers, nowadays critics will get on this game about being trash for how the car's handled and all the edges of the tracks and then being difficult to maneuver. But I have two arguments to that. One being, as kids, we didn't care about graphics or how the car's handled. We got used to it the more we played it, and we capitalized on the fun of this wacky oil spilling, lightning throwing, bomb shooting, domestic terrorism Lego racing game. And my second argument is, it kept to the true nature of Legos. The track was round that you drove on, but the walls were edges. You know what else had edges? Yeah, Legos. Duh. This game let you do exactly what LEGO intended. Let your imagination run free. But don't let me fool you, this game is fun as hell, but it got challenging at times too. And yeah, I'm looking at you, Basil the Batlord, you damn cheater, never letting me win as a kid. Some tracks you could easily blast through after you collected the 3 white bricks and then a green brick, and then you get sent into hyperspace, but you had better pray that you didn't get sent directly into a wall when you got out of it, because that was like a huge kick in the nuts during a race. But after enough practice in multiplayer mode with your friends, you had to go through the main characters and their courses. You had Captain Redbeard, King Kahuka, Basil the Batlord, Johnny Thunder, Baron Von Baran, Gypsy Moth, then the Rocket Racer, the alpha of the LEGO racing world. And after you beat the Rocket Racer, you completed the game. Sort of. You had to go through Veronica Voltage as well, who was your time trial rival, and yeah, it was like a, wait, but there's more kind of ending to the game. They did end up releasing a LEGO Racers 2 video game, but it was way different from this LEGO Racers, being that it mixed LEGO Island and LEGO Racers. I can't speak on this game too much, being that I never really gave it a fair shot. I played a little bit of it, but not really all too much, but maybe I'll actually sit down and play it in due time, but when I do, I'll be sure to make a video of it. But many moons have passed, and rumors of LEGO Racers 3 being in production and cancelled over those many years. But after a long awaited time, we got LEGO 2K Drive, and I have yet to play this game or let alone hear anything about it. But until then, I'm gonna build a wacky car and ruin some LEGO racing lives as I cross the finish line. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.